Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Transport Fever! I certainly hope you're having a wonderful day, because I'm certainly excited to be back here in the great American plains. It's been a while since the last episode. I'll admit, definitely been a while. There hasn't been a time skip, I don't think. I'm pretty sure if there has, it's not been major, at least, again, I don't think. Like I said, it's kind of been a while. I've been doing a lot of stuff that's not all been YouTube focused. I've been doing some sort of just life stuff. So I do apologize for the delay, but we're back. We're in business. We just got $300,000 from the train there. The train's full as well, which is pretty cool. A lot of people waiting for buses at this point. We actually have our buses coming around as well. 9 people on there. Not bad. Currently sitting on $1 million-ish. So I'd say we're doing all right. Also, Salt Lake City is... wow. 51 people currently waiting to go where is my question. I assume you're waiting to go, yeah, to Chicago. So, seems like it might be an idea to go ahead and get some more buses out that way. Might be an idea to get more buses for the Grand Prairie line as well. I feel like in general, we just need more buses. The thing is, we don't currently have all that many. Some of our vehicles here and there are starting to get replaced, which is good news, but not all of them. Most definitely not all of them. What's more, across the board in general, it does look like we're making money. If we click down here, we can see that, you know, we are most definitely making some money. So I'm feeling pretty good about that, which is beautiful stuff. Definitely important that we are making some cash. Even when we are actually replacing vehicles this year, we're still making considerable cash. So definitely, like I said, definitely feeling good about that. I think I would like to continue to expand some of the goods lines though. Because if we have a look at those, do we? No, we don't have any. So we are taking bricks to Chicago, and that is currently making money. We should be taking slag to bricks, which we are. So something tells me we could probably go ahead and expand the slag and bricks lines, possibly, if we have a little look. So there's a bit of slag lying around, a bit of steel lying around. There's some bricks done there. In terms of machinery, not as much. I have had a couple of people who have mentioned, though, that I could very well merge some of these lines, I think. I don't remember off the top of my head, but there were some comments that were saying that I could, by all means, have, I don't remember what one it was exactly. I know that basically the gist of a lot of the comments have been that on one stretch of the journey, all of my cargo trucks are empty. So how would I fix that is the question that is being asked. So I just had a little, there we go, just a couple of pops for you. So the question that's really being asked is, how do we fix that? And I'm trying to figure that out personally. I'm just trying to figure out what we could do. I know that there was a comment or two that was saying that we could get rid of the tools and the machinery lines and just have those be one set of trucks, basically, because they're all going to the same destination. So basically, we don't need 2 lines to take stuff to Chicago because the trucks will just do it, you know, whatever's there, they'll take. So that could work. That could be something to look into. We are losing a lot of money. I guess we are spending a lot on new vehicles. That kind of does make sense. If we have a little look, yeah, a lot of the buses are getting replaced, which is actually a really good thing. It means that we're going to have faster public transport. But what I think I'd really like to do is I would like to get a few more bricks being made. So, well, do I want to do that considering how little money we currently have because we are spending so much on new vehicles? Maybe we hold off for a moment. I will say it's really nice seeing how popular the train's becoming. Speaking of which, so the train just popped down here. It's going to get 32 people on it. It actually left a couple of people at the station as well. So we're getting to a point where the train could maybe be upgraded, or, you know, possibly we might want to look into some loans to get another one at some point. That would certainly be nice. I don't know what my total loan is either. I really wish I knew, because that would be kind of handy to know what my total loan can be, because I could bump it back up by another couple of million if I wanted to, if I really wanted to get another train in there. And I'm kind of tempted. I am kind of tempted. You know what? We haven't really done it. It's been 5 minutes. We've not done anything. Let's borrow, you know, another bit. I can actually go above 10. Let's go up to 15 million. So 15 million, we're on $7.64 million. Let's go to here. And let's figure out what we're going to buy. So I want more slag, and I want more machinery, and I want more bricks to be moving. I also reckon we could get more iron and more coal moving as well. So let's start with that. Let's go to steam lorry. Let's go to... we want to start with the first one, whatever that's going to be. We'll go to just onto coal right there. So buy me 3 of those and set those on the coal to steel line. Then the iron ore line is going to get 3 more vehicles as well. And that's going to be in the iron to steel line as well. So now if we have a look, there are a decent number of vehicles on each line, which is good. So the machinery to Chicago line could be upgraded. The slag to bricks line could be upgraded as well. So what I think we'll do is we'll get another 1 truck, I think, and put that in the slag line. And we'll do the same. The machinery line can maybe be upgraded as well. So we'll get another one just on that. And I think the bricks to Chicago line could be done as well. So just like so. So they're all looking pretty good. I'm definitely thinking we could maybe invest in another train. I am definitely thinking that's a thing we could do. Because if we bring that frequency down a bit, more people are going to be interested in using the train. But I also think it might be an idea to look into public transport in this general area, because Salt Lake City is still pretty busy over here. So I don't know, it's definitely a tricky one. I think I'm going to chance it though. I kind of feel like I want to. I also feel like I want to get more tools moving back and forth, if I'm honest. But let's do a train. Let's be reckless a little bit. Because we have got, I mean, what's the current train setup? It's the Mogul, right? So if we look here, it is, I believe it is the Mogul. Yeah, so that's the Mogul. We want to replace it with the Atlantic. So how much would we be looking at for the... Actually, you know what? We can't do this yet. We can't actually do what I'm thinking I'm wanting to do there, because we need to upgrade the line first. That would have been a very expensive mistake, ladies and gentlemen. So what we need to do is we need to go here and start like this. And this basically needs to run the whole way along the existing train line. So it's going to go the whole way like this and the whole way around. It's going to be quite an expensive venture, but it needs to be done. So it's going to go that way. It's going to go that way. And it's going to come the whole way around like this, all the way to somewhere near Chicago. Oh, it does get a bit framey when you do this a bit too much. Hold on, let's hit escape on that. Yeah, so the frame rate takes a bit of a hit if you overdo it, so let's not overdo it again. Let's just do it in some small segments, kind of like this. Maybe slightly bigger segments, kind of like that. And this just needs to go, like I said, the whole way along. Oh, really? That's not possible, is it? That is interesting. Why is that not possible? I don't want these to have to cross over, but for some reason that just does not want to work. Which is really odd, because it should. That's really strange right there. Okay. Tell you what we're going to do. We're going to pause for a moment. We're going to go to the bulldozer, and that road is going to go. And then this is going to go the whole way along there, going up to there. So what we'll do is we'll just go ahead and get that road put back in. We'll go for a medium country road, just since it is, well, you know what, we'll go for a small one. It's just a regular little small country road coming around like this. Crossing over like that. And into there. So that'll totally work. We then want this to continue on its way all the way up to that point. And it's going to just go through all of that as well. So what we've done there is we've actually got these all overlapping. So both this thing right here is accessible from both directions, which is super, super important. So then this is going to continue a little bit further. In fact, it's going to continue to about there. And then I want them to merge. So those are going to merge like that, basically. Which could cause some issues. Traffic might get stuck in the roads, but we'll see. But I also need them to merge over on this end as well. So I'm going to bulldoze back a little bit and have those merge sort of like that. And then the signals need to go in. So I want the trains to go on the right, basically. So what we need to do is, what way do the signals face? I think that way, right? Pretty sure. Waypoint path signal. Okay. So the trains would wait. I don't know why they would have to. Hold on a minute. What have I messed up here? I guess what we need is the train coming in to wait there. So if a train's leaving the station, this train's gonna have to wait at this point before going anywhere. Which should be fine. Then if we go up to here, if a train is leaving the station, this one will wait at that point. If a train is merging in front onto that direction, it would wait back here. And I guess you'd have a point waiting there as well. And then this one would wait back here if needs be. And back here if needs be, I think, as well, should be fine. But then what we can generally do is just have a bunch of these signals the whole way along. And what that'll do is just act as points where the trains need to wait for the next train to get past the next signal. I think that's how this works. I think I'm remembering correctly. It has been a while since I've played around with train signals, but we'll see how it goes. I'm basically just setting them up along where every road happens to be. So it should work. By all means, yeah, so that is working exactly the way I want it to. The train will go on the right-hand side, which is perfect. So that'll work right there. So now what we want to do is we do want to go and get another train. And I do kind of want the Atlantic one. So 1.73 million, kind of expensive. But we'll get it in like a nice blue, sort of a pale blue, sure. So we've got the Atlantic, we've got the 6-axle passenger car. We're also going to get a couple of those in blue. I think we'll go for that. 54 people. Very expensive train. Very expensive train. But there we go. So it's going to go and do its thing. There it is. And that looks all right to me. That definitely looks like it could be kind of promising. It's not the fastest currently, but it will pick up speed eventually. So it's going to pull in. It's going to pick up 14 people. Then sit there. No, it's going to turn around. And it is going to move back along that track the way it needs to. What speed does it hit? 30, 31, 32. Definitely goes quick, which is what we want. Very fast train. Good lord. It might actually end up getting stuck behind the other one. Tell you what we're going to do. I think we're going to go ahead and sell the old one. Or is it just full? It's got 32 people. I don't know if I want to sell that. That would be an expensive loss, because that's 32 people right there that we could make like $300,000 off of. But, I mean, I don't know. This thing hits 31. This thing's currently hitting 61. I think we're going to sell it. Gonna get rid of the old train. Yeah, we just lost 32 passengers, but this thing moves twice as fast as that old one. So that's some pretty big stuff right there. That's going to be really, really good. So it's going to pick up 25 people. Not so bad. Going to get them back nice and quick. That train is now 9 minutes as opposed to whatever it was before. And this train is on its way back to be sold. So I think we're going to be all right in terms of the money that we'll get back from this. I don't think we're going to lose that much. Oh, wow. There's actually a decent number of people here already. 25. So yeah, this train's going to come in. We'll see what kind of money we get back from it. Hopefully something kind of decent. $500,000, that'll do. So then this one's just speeding back as well. So yeah, this thing right here, super quick. Seriously quick train right there, and I'm okay with that. There's an awful lot of people waiting around here, though, for the buses to get around the loop in Chicago. Still quite a few people, yeah, quite a few people waiting for the loop there as well. Just in general, there's a lot of people waiting for the Chicago loop, which is kind of surprising. Well, I'd say it's kind of surprising. Is it kind of surprising, now that I think about it? I mean, really? 303K right there. 30 people on that train now. Not bad, not bad. I feel like we might need more buses to go around Chicago. I mean, the loop frequency is 82 seconds. There's just so many people. I guess bigger buses later down the line would certainly do the job. But let's have a look at our stats. So, Chicago, 31% of people using the at least one of my lines. We've got some tools coming in. Could be better, but we'll get there eventually. All right. I'm actually really pleased. Like, this train is super quick. Like, seriously fast. So, that's some beautiful stuff right there. Obviously has to slow down going around that corner a bit, but I mean, it hits 62 and it just keeps on going. So what kind of money are we looking at here? Let's have a little look. So, 334,000, and now it's got 32 people. It's going to head back. Oh my god, I'm super pleased with that. I really am. Okay, so we really should look into branching out a bit further. We do technically have the money, if we really wanted to expand the train line out towards Lafayette. That is a thing we could do, and then start expanding it around by Miami and Tallahassee or whatever it is. Eventually to Arlington and Modesto. Like, we could eventually expand the trains up and around that way. And I think that'd be a really good idea, because we have this nice like curve going like up and around this way and down to over towards Modesto. I don't know if you can see my mouse cursor, by the way. Again, I'm looking at my settings for fraps, which I use for recording. Yes, I use fraps. Good lord, get over it. It's not set to hide the mouse cursor, so if it's not there, I don't know why. Let's have a look at this money again. I'm really curious. So money is 388,000. Okay. You go ahead and pick everybody up, and then get out of there. And then I'm going to upgrade the station to have another platform. Or another set of tracks, rather. I think a second street connection could be useful. Well, no, maybe not. So apply that. 135k, not bad. But I'd also like to extend the train track down to there as well. So that can still, there's still that crossover point there. That's obviously very important. But we also now have this second bit of track going straight through, which is kind of equally important. So what that means is if we really want to, we can have a train station sort of come up this way, which I'd kind of like it to. It's just a bit of a pain because it's going to be way off to the side. Let's have a look at some overlays for a second. So there's a lot of residential up here, a lot of commercial over here. So I feel like the train station for this place really would need to be positioned like this on this side here. I feel like that's going to be the best place for it, like sort of at the end of that road or something. Doesn't have that many good connections, though. It would be better, like, right in the middle. If we're honest. It would be much better served right in the middle. And I mean, I don't know. My voice just really went there. I mean, I could technically do that. You know what? I think I will. Train station right there. Kind of expensive. Whatever. We're going to bring a medium straight to it. Those buildings there are going to have to go. It's expensive, but whatever. So that's going like that. We've got more buildings that are going to need to go later anyway. So we'll deal with it. But then this is going to come straight out. And it's going to go to there. Again, expensive, but whatever. What have I selected there? Get that out of here. So, this is then going to come out that way. And that's fine. So this needs to cut across. I want to try and keep that speed up to like 75 though. So it does go at a decent speed coming around here. Then we need it to come down towards Chicago. And stay on the right side, so just there. 787k, that's a lot of money. That's a lot of money for that, but this might end up being worth it. There we go. So that right there is a pretty well upgraded train line, if I do say so myself. So this is going to need to have a little bit of overlap there, just for the sake of, you know, that actually working and all that stuff. We'll have some signals, again, just because we usually need them. So there and there. We'll get another set of signals just by the road here, as we usually do. We'll get another set of signals by the road here as well. And we'll get another... Oh, that goes a bit weird there. Another signal there, I suppose. So if a train's coming out, it'll be fine. But I think that right there absolutely works. And it's pretty close to the central station here as well. So we might see some interesting stuff happen there. We might very well see some interesting stuff. So let's go ahead and expand that line. So this line right here, we're going to just need to change slightly. Oh, wow, this is really going to have to change. Let me pause for a second and work this out. So add a line there. And then get rid of the Santa Rosa one, get rid of that one, select that one. So it's Lafayette to Chicago to Santa Rosa, going all the way back to Chicago, and then back to Lafayette. That'll work. So that is that's not technically not Chicago, that's Lafayette to Chicago to Santa Rosa. And we'll see how that goes. Should be fine. It is going to reset the line for a while, which is kind of worrying. But eventually, we should see people keen to use that, because that's not going to be a pretty lengthy train, pretty important train as well. So I'm definitely curious. There's currently no one on the train, which again is kind of to be expected. But eventually we will see. We'll see people start using it. Hopefully. I really hope we see people using it. Oh yeah, there's someone. That guy's keen. All right. You know, based on the fact that 47 people are standing here, I feel like we're doing all right with the train at this point, to be honest. So 145k for that lot. 49 people currently on the train. That's the most we've ever moved in one go. We have 8 people standing here in Chicago, ready to go. And 6 standing up in Lafayette as well. So to be honest, we're probably going to see... I mean, yeah, sure, there's a lot of people currently wanting to use the bus to get to Chicago. It's more frequent than the train. But if we can make that train a bit better, I'm feeling like we can do some pretty good stuff. I really, really am. I also love getting done low like this to wait for the train to speed past. It always looks kind of cool. Just kind of here and... yeah. There we go. All right. So yeah, like 49 people is really, really good. I also really feel like I really want to get more trucks moving around. But it's always a bit weird doing that when you don't have proper trucks, because they're always so slow. So I guess we'll see what happens. Either way, I'm curious to see just how many of the 49 people actually get off of the train here. 594 they all got off in Chicago. Literally none of those people were going to Lafayette. That's kind of funny, actually. Fair enough. A lot of them walking this way. Good lord. It's a lot of people. A lot of people waiting for the Chicago Loop as well. I feel like the Chicago Loop really does need more buses. I feel like it's getting absolutely jam-packed with people. So the Chicago Loop is going to get the Mac, rather. We'll buy a couple of those. We'll put like we'll get 4 more of them. And set those in the Chicago Loop. There we go. They're not the right color, but eventually they'll get replaced with a vehicle that will be the right color. So that right there should do some good for us. Couple more vehicles moving around the Chicago Loop. Gonna make it a lot easier to just move people in general, which is kind of what we're going for. Did I put this road in here? I feel like I didn't put that road in there, but I actually really appreciate that connection because that's going to mean people can walk through here much easier. Which I am absolutely okay with. Absolutely okay with. Also, the train really struggles to get up that hill right there. Lafayette is downhill, so it does have some problems. Most definitely. Also curious to see if anyone gets off the train here. Yeah, a couple of people. Fair enough. And 17 heading down to Salt Lake City. We've got 35 waiting in, sorry, Santa Rosa, not Salt Lake City. Speaking of which, no one currently waiting there. Quite a few people waiting in Elgin, no one in Grand Prairie, and Lafayette's not as busy as it once was. I feel like we're doing all right. I definitely feel like, you know what, maybe we're not making money. We made money last year, though, good lord. That's not bad. That's not bad at all. I'm slightly concerned about this year. I mean, where's the money being lost? Seems the train line is losing us some money as well as, yeah, 225,000 in loan repayments. Let's maybe repay back down to like 1.3 million. And see if we can just, you know, spend a little bit less on the loans. Because they got back up there and I kind of did everything I wanted to do with the loan anyway. And so I'm not going to stress about that too much. You know, we don't have millions upon millions of dollars, but it's all good. 37 people, not bad. People love going from Santa Rosa to Chicago via train. I mean, obviously, they can't go via any other type of transport. I mean, they can drive themselves or walk, but that train definitely seems like a pretty solid investment. Good lord, there's a lot of people here. Yeah, Grand Prairie and Elgin need more vehicles as well. Kind of surprising, really. I mean, we could do it. Elgin line's right there, makes a lot of money. Grand Prairie line, you know what? Let's go for it. Let's get like 2 more buses for each line. So the Mac is going to come out, 1, 2, and that's going to be Elgin. 1, 2, and Grand Prairie. And those should absolutely make us some money. Then if we have a look up here, actually most of those people are for the loop. Oh, we didn't. Oh, we got another train car. Okay, fair enough. This one over here is Salt Lake City. No one's really going that way, so we're fine. Yeah, I'd say we're doing all right. I'd say we're definitely doing all right. All of these deliveries and stuff as well, I'm loving seeing that they're successful. I'm loving seeing that they're making us money. I'm not a huge fan of the fact that the train line isn't making money anymore, but I feel like that's because the frequency has gone up quite considerably. And I also feel like that's because no one's currently going to Lafayette via train. So I feel like it not making money is kind of not a surprise. Can I sort by most profitable? Is that a thing I can do? No, it would be nice if it was. But it definitely looks like it is going to be the public transport lines. The Grand Prairie line making a lot of money, over 200,000 there. Train line actually pulling a bit of cash there as well. Not much from the iron one. Not much from the iron and not much from the coal line either. I wonder if they're too long or if steel production's currently halted. No, production is there. But I feel like we need to move more steel. So, yeah, let's get a couple more trucks moving steel. So, go to the steam lorry, go to automatic, change that to steel. Buy me like 3 of those and set them on the steel line. So that'll hopefully move a bit more of that, incentivize production, and do some... Oh, wait a minute. Oh, no, it is still there. I thought you zoom out here and it kind of doesn't look like there's as much, but that's because it's sort of behind those other icons. Yeah, there's a lot of steel there that needs moved. The tools as well, I feel like more of those need to be shifted. So we're going to get more of those going too. So if we go to tools and 1, 2, 3 of those, set the line to the tools line. There we go. So we got more of those being shifted. Logs and planks and all that could be moved faster as well, but I think we're getting there. A little bit more time, and I think we're going to be good. I mean, you know, I keep saying, oh, we're going to be good. We're all right. Like, we're sure, we're spending a lot of money on new vehicles, but we're still made a bit of a profit this year, which is kind of nice. Almost made a profit last year. And the loan repayments are down to 180,000, so we're kind of okay. I feel like we've gone full circle several times here. We keep going in and out of making money and not making money. And that's disappointing me. I'm not okay with that. I really want to fix it, and I'm really trying, but it's oh no, you know what? Even with 538,000 spent on new vehicles this year, looks to me like we might make near 400,000. Yeah, 400,000 exactly. Oh, we got the Mac AC. What is this nonsense? And a new train as well. Let me have a look and see what the Mac AC is going to be. Is it just a Mac with aircon? So the Mac... Wait a minute, what? Oh, so it's a version... Is it a version of the Mac for goods? Okay. So it can carry 8 versus 6 on the previous one. All right. Well, I think we need to upgrade the vehicle. I feel like all of the cargo vehicles really need to upgrade it, but I want to go and upgrade the ones that hold steel and the ones that hold tools, primarily. So the tools line replacement is going to be the Mac AC. Automatic becomes tools. And the color is going to be, let's say, sort of a... Let's go for like a yellow. No, let's go for like a blue on that. So they're going to be replacing the Mac AC. I want to replace all of those immediately. Yep. So that's fine. The tools line is going to be upgraded. And that's good. The steel line is going to get the same treatment. It's going to be replaced by the Mac AC in a nice sort of white color. Automatic becomes steel, which is there. And there we go. Mac AC replace immediately. And automatically replace as well. Okay, so now what we need to do is just go through and set all of these to be replaced by the Mac AC. This is the brick line. So construction materials. And the color of those will be a darkish red color. That's fine. And automatic. The coal to steel line is going to be a similar story. Mac AC hauling coal. Sort of a darkish color right there. That'll be fine. And automatically replace at 100% lifespan. Then the iron line, again, similar story. Mac AC in a nice color. We'll go for like a sort of brownish color there. Automatically hauling the iron ore. And replace. Okay. So that's fine. That's those all set up at this point. There's 2 more that need set up properly, including the machines line. I hope none of these reach 100% lifespan anytime soon, because if they do, we're going to have a problem because we don't have the money to hold them. The machines can just be black trucks like that, and that's fine. The planks line is just going to need its vehicle replaced. Oh no, they all need set up like this. Okay. We'll make them that color, and that's fine. Okay. The slag line is going to need set up too. They are getting on a little bit in their lifespan, but that's all right. Color can be for slag. What are we going to go for? Let's go for like a darkish color like that. Automatic becomes... Where is slag in this? Right at the bottom. Okay. That's such an unpleasant word. I mean, it is sort of a... It's a slur in the UK, I'll be honest. What is that a bus or is that a tram? That's a streetcar. Okay, fair enough. That's totally fine. This is already set up as well. So they're all good. They're all ready to go. So yeah, hopefully we're going to see some good stuff. I also want to see these new trucks. So if we go to here, double click U. How do I go to? Right there. Oh, look at you. All right, so those are going to help haul stuff quite nicely. Unfortunately, some of them are getting stuck behind slower vehicles, but that's just going to be the way of it for a little while. That's just going to have to be the way things work. We're up to 2.47 million as well. We're doing all right. Like we've made some... We made money last year, even with, you know, over 500,000 spent in vehicles. We're making a lot this year as well. The train is hopefully going to make some money. Is it, how's it doing? How's the train doing? 47 people. So the train's back to its old tricks. 39 people waiting there. 11 in Lafayette. Okay. Oh, here we go. This is making me very, very happy indeed. Oh, I'm doing that thing I do when I'm playing City Skylines. This is making me very happy indeed. I am the Senate. Right. There's 16 people on there. Are we making... We might break 1 million this year. That'd be kind of neat. Oh, here's another prime example of vehicles getting stuck behind slower vehicles. That is a bit unfortunate, really. We might have to go through and upgrade all of our vehicles. I might wait until 1918, though. For the simple reason that I really want to try and, like, break $1 million in a year. I want that to be a thing. So, we'll hold off for a second. We'll wait until 1918. We'll upgrade all of our cargo vehicles to the Mach AC. And then we'll be good. We'll be golden. We will absolutely be set. I'm also curious. Oh god, there's so many vehicles stuck behind other vehicles. What are you that color for? What are you hauling? Machinery. Or sorry, tools. Don't know why I made those blue. Definitely an interesting color. What else we got going around here? So we got these little guys still doing their thing. November 25th. Oh, we're coming up in the end of the year. I'm really excited. Oh my god. 73 people currently waiting here. That's a lot. That train is now full. Good god. Oh wow. Do we need another train? There's 47 down there. And it's rapidly getting higher too. We might need another train. Did we break 1 million? Oh, 1.5 million last year. Not bad at all. All right. Okay, let's go in and, so the brick line needs replaced immediately. The coal line needs replaced immediately. The iron line needs replaced immediately as well. This is going to be quite an expensive process, but we'll get there. The logs line is going to be replaced immediately as well. This does actually, You know what? I'm going to hold off a little bit. I'm not going to replace all of them yet. Because if I do, they're all going to need replaced again in a few years in one go, and I don't necessarily think I want that to be a thing. Oh, whatever. We're going to be fine. We're making shed loads of cash. Let's go for it. Replace those immediately. Replace those immediately as well. It's not that expensive anyway. The planks need to be replaced. And the slag line needs to be replaced as well. And that should do the job. So that's going to be a very expensive process, but we are going to have better vehicles across the board for all of our deliveries, which makes me incredibly happy. Because they're just more efficient. And that's what we need. There we go. Oh, look at that one. That one's a bit grimy looking, isn't it? Oh, I love that we've got proper little trucks as well. And I love that they're hauling stuff quickly. Like, we're not seeing the same... Oh my god. I was going to say we're not seeing the same amount of steel lying around, but that was a lie, apparently. That was definitely a lie. We really should get more slag being moved back and forth, but whatever. What are you hauling? So that's a coal truck. That right there's an iron truck. We really need that steel to move. It's amazing that it isn't as well. Like, it's a fairly frequent line. That is surprising that it isn't really moving. I also feel like since we're making so much cash and since so many people are using the trains, we can absolutely duplicate the train that we have. Is there a way to do that easily? Like, is that a thing I can... I'd have to send it back to the depot if I wanted to do that. So let's just buy another train. We have this one, which can go to 50? So that one could go 62. That one can go 50, but lasts time as well. What? All right. Let's get the Atlantic. We have a blue one. We'll get a red one. Actually, we'll get sort of an orangey one. So give me the Atlantic. We want this, I suppose. 19 passengers versus the 18. How much more expensive is it? Considerably. Not Not much of a better lifespan either. I don't know if I want this. It only carries one more person, so just give me a couple of these. 1, 2, give me 2 of those on that one. Because that train's about to get super expensive. So set that on that line. Away it goes, doing its thing. It's not as big as the other one, but it's going to be super useful for carrying more people. It's going to bring the frequency down to 7 minutes on the train line, which should absolutely make it a pretty popular train. 4 people heading to Lafayette's not amazing, but it should be all right. I think we'll be good. 54 people currently heading to Santa Rosa. Oh my god, there's so many people waiting down here. 64 in Santa Rosa currently, waiting to go to Chicago and Lafayette. This train's going to be going down there at some serious speed as well. 62, as it does. Oh, look at this. I love that the cars are stuck behind the bus. I love that, I really do. I shouldn't take pleasure from people's misfortune, but these guys back here are going to be so miserable right now. I also have that car in Grand Theft Auto right there. Just throwing that out there. I do, in fact, own that vehicle in GTA. So how much money do we get from you? 655,000. It has filled up, and there's still 19 people waiting there. I am so pleased right now. I really am so pleased that, like, the trains are working, the trucks are working, everything's working. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to leave it there for today. I'm really, really pleased. So, as always, it has been an absolute pleasure. Thank you kindly for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye!